Good evening, Sierra Leone. Good evening, Kono District. Good evening to Sierra Leoneans abroad, na the diaspora, and to all the Kono Pikin the wedding na the diaspora. Good evening also to the Kono Pikin the wedding inside Sierra Leone, and particularly so wedding inside Kono District. This na David Bongbo, the country owner from Kono News Network. I dey come with a review of wetin we don dey yeri, wetin dey go on regarding the Mine Workers Union, na Koidu Limited, and how dem don pass from one chain to another chain up to the point where we yeri say the Speaker of Parliament don invite them and other people dem for go sit down talk about this case here so inside Parliament. As we dey say, things dem dey happen. We dey know say other people dem dey put hand, authorities dem dey put hand for solve the problem. But this particular issue here so don confuse everybody in Sierra Leone. It don confuse particularly so people dem na Kono District. Because it don go na several stages dem. This issue between the Koidu Limited Mine Workers Union and the administration, na the mining company, all man don talk. But the question is, the big question is, who has the final say? And who that get the power for turn everything around? That's not the big question we'll get for look at inside this particular broadcast. But again, I go ask me subscribers then for let them like and share this particular broadcast. Una will not subscribe it, I dey ask una for let una subscribe so that una go support this channel and get news anytime we are there on. One thing we all for understand, Sierra Leone problem na all man problem. Whether you dey na Kono, you not dey na Kono, wetin dey happen na Kono District right now na a test case for we government, and we believe say the government go try in level best. As we don dey see wetin dey go on, the government go try in level best. But I just want for walk everybody again through wetin we don pass for this particular issue here so. Again, I want for give kudos to KMMRP, when a Kono Mineral Mining Review Project, and ECHO, when are executives of Kono organizations. All the members that will belong to them two organizations they are so. I dey tell them thank you for the continuous effort where they make for support the voiceless people them, for support the one the way that they seize advantage over. And they one will not join ECHO yet. Organizations then they way they do very well, where they self-defect for Kono, but they're not really buy into the idea yet. For make sure say we all fight this one fight for Kono together as a unit. I want for come back to the point in discussion. Would I get the final say and would I get the power for turn this whole problem around, where the miners then don't go through, they don't sack some of them, they don't ask some of them for sit down or indefinitely. And up to this point in time, some them not even get the money where they're supposed to get it. As the company been promised say they would pay the people them now us. We not say extensively, because I'm not going to go over everything again. But one thing we all know extensively, the Minister of Labour been don't actually play a greater role. Now, he don't really bring policy statements them out and in visits them na Kono District for say they don't fail the people them. Mohammed Rahman Soare, Honorable, a talkam right in front of the workman there na Kono District, na Koidu Limited. He said they don't fail the government, the system then don't fail the people there. Because if all them problems then they happen all the time and nobody know the report them, the Ministry of Labour representation na Kono District, they see all the things and they, whether they see them or not, but they have never reported it. So Minister Soare been talk about that, where it been be a slight embarrassment to the policy way they actually had that office in na Kono District. So from Minister Soare, we see say letter common in your office, we come give directives to the mining company. This directive na for let dem go sit down 2 weeks and decide, dem make up dem mind, dem come back and correct all the wrongs wey dem bin don dey do. And the company to a point be agree for say dem go correct dem mistakes dem because na inherit dem inherit am. But the problem is this, it's like a stalemate. It's like a stalemate because from where Minister Ramanswari give dat directive, nothing no happen. So wetin happen next? We see say after the labour minister, na the vice president na im decide for intervene. The vice president invite the mine workers union, dem go na the vice president in host. We all bin see outside the vice president with the labour minister, dem sit down at table, dem eat, dem talk according to wetin the workman themselves bin talk. Dem say the president hold dem very very well, e talk to dem fine, e give dem assurance for say e go solve dat problem. And up to dis point in time, we no see outside the president, the vice president sef don play a role. So again, we come to a question, who dat get the final say and who dat get the power for turn dis whole thing around? We don see Minister Sware don exercise im own authority by sending a letter, a communique to the company. Nothing no happen. Then we see say the vice president intervene. E talk to the workman dem for say im get for kind of corner for handle dat issue dey. We don sit down, corner dem don sit down, the workman dem don sit down, all man don sit down. Nothing no happen. The next thing is this, it's like a chain reaction. This chain reaction dey go on, e dey high thing at one point, then e slow down at the other point. The inspector general, wey na inspector general IG Fayaselu, im sef invite dem gentleman there also, the same executives of the mine workers union, dem invite dem. Dem go see IG Selu. IG Selu sef bin don invite other big people dem for come sit down for talk about this particular case here, so na im own office. And we understand say while dem bin dey on dat case dey, the vice president Mohammed Jallow talk say make dem no decide the case bien am, but let dem take, dat na the IG, make dem take let dem take care of the security issues. Im go come and deal with the other balance things. From that point in time, they would don dey hear message say vice president dey kind of corner, but nothing no happen. So na 3 points now, na 3 checkpoints we don pass through now. The first checkpoint na the labour minister im own checkpoint. The second checkpoint na the vice president im own checkpoint. The next checkpoint, wey na the third one, na the inspector general im own checkpoint. So what is going on? We don't know. What is really going on? Nobody knows. Sierra Leoneans they still wait. The Kono people, they still dey wait for understand who that really get the power, who that get the final say, and who that go turn this thing around. So we get for move on. The vice president and not kind of Kono for talk. The inspector general in your outcome, we see say yes, the workman them been get the sit down strike, they not commit any crime, they not go into any violence, and they make sure say they follow the law. So that side, the inspector general in your side, it will look clear. It look clear. So the next thing we can hear, they say first lady, SF don't invite them people there. So first lady don't get meeting with the mine workers union. So we dey see from one layer of authority to another layer of authority. Oda really get the final say and Oda get the power for turn this thing around. If Minister Sware no able turn them around, Vice President no able turn them around, IG no able turn them around, now it is at the table of the First Lady. Wetin the First Lady go able do? Everybody they talk say Mohammed Jallow na Kono comot, the First Lady self na Kono born and they grow up, but that is not translating into any productive benefit for the Kono people. Wetin Julde Jallow they do, wetin Fatima Bio they do for make them see say justice prevail, not only in Kono district, but the entire Sierra Leone. we see where the first lady bin don sit down at TV abroad, outside e talk say the colonial masters dem bin don create a system outside the poor countries and developing countries dem no dey benefit from the wealth wey dem get. But this time around, decision making dey na im own desk. Wetin im dey do for prove to we say dat information wey e bin give na TV, e mean am, and im sef ready for create for support justice outside a deal. Okay, we don sit down, dem dey talk say first lady dey come, first lady dey come. Up to this point in time, first lady no come yet. And the case still dey stalemate. Although the workman dem don go back na company for go work, but up till this point in time, dem get a temporary paper wey dem bin don sign. Dat paper dey, dem bin dey hold on until the vice president come. The vice president don come na Sierra Leone, but e still no go meet the people dem hate for let dem talk about that. So how temporal that temporal document dey, we don't know. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, months, years, we don't know. So na the position na dey of the workers na Koidu Limited right now. Dem sit down on top of something wey dem no know how the end get for dey. Then recently, this same case here so, e get another layer again. We understand say yes, the speaker of the parliament na Sierra Leone, wey sef get interest in this case here so, e don form a committee. This committee here for look into this same case here so wey all the other authorities dem don look into. Again, I go ask the question, who that really get the final say and who that go able to turn this thing around? We don see the Labour Minister don do that, he don talk, Vice President don talk, Inspector General don talk, First Lady don talk. Now e dey na the fifth layer. This fifth layer na the lawmakers dem now, wey I believe say na the highest point na the country. Now dem don call dem young man dem so dem employees dem for let dem go na Freetown. Then also inside the letter wey the speaker send, I believe say all man go don see am, Oboku person go don see am, I no get for read am na this broadcast. The speaker invite stakeholders dem from the government side, invite stakeholders dem na the mining company own side, plus the employees dem, make dem go sit down and talk this case here so na the parliament. And inside that letter dey, strict warning bin dey to the company for say if dem no come, the law go take charge over them. Unfortunately, we can hear back say this meeting wey bin suppose for take place today Friday, dem postpone am. So who side this thing here get the stumbling block? And who that dey create the stumbling block? Let we go back to a statement wey all man don dey talk for say company say, or President Jankaba bin don talk say the company dey above the government of Sierra Leone. Then we understand back say E.S.K bin don talk say the company dey above the government of Sierra Leone. Whether that was true or not, I cannot attest to that, but na that na the rumor wey dey go around for say na so dem say. But if that is so even, for say the government of Sierra Leone, they hesitate for take action? Because if all the layers wey we don name, so 5 layers of highest authorities in Sierra Leone, the world no able make the company respect the authorities dem. So we no go say yes, na true the company say the government dey na dem pocket, but e tell like say the way wey the government dey behave, people dem go get for believe that. People dem go get for believe that. If at the 11th hour, the speaker don call people dem for go na Freetown, people dem don travel from Connaught to Freetown, then dem can go understand say the meeting has been postponed. For say the speaker or the secretary to the speaker no bin get a schedule of the parliament, dem no bin know say the parliamentarians dem get a lot of things dem for do. wey dem sidon dem schedule dis particular meeting here so only for can call am off. We no dey make a judgment na, KNN no dey make a judgment, Kono News Network no dey make a judgment. Say wey so, KMMRP, ECHO, dem no dey make a judgment. But we dey tend for believe say something is wrong somewhere. There is a stumbling block along the path. Could it be that the government of Sierra Leone not able act for sure the company say yes, wetin dem dey do inside Sierra Leone is not correct? Una say $100 na 650 leones, new leones, or 650,000 old leones. Is that correct? You don't need to become an economist. You don't need for become an economist. For talk say yes, then people they also they cheat. Not only the mine workers them, but then they cheat the government. And the government supposed to know that. So who say all that balance money they go and government sit down, they know they act. If they get for act, it take them so long for let them act. So who say when they delay justice, when they make people then they create different opinions. All man they count in your own perception. And you will not blame people for that. If somebody grab a talk, say yes, the government did the mining company in pocket, to some extent, they will be right. Because the government no will act. It's almost over 6 months where this case done dey. People that sit down are oath, where then they under indefinite suspension. Nobody know they talk on their behalf. I would say yes, to some extent, their authorities they always don't name, so then 5 layers, then don't talk. But were they talking even on behalf of the people? We don't know. So this goes back to you, Minister of Labor, Mohamed Rahman Soare. This goes back to you, the Vice President, Jules Jallo. This goes back to you, Inspector General, Fire Sello. And it goes back to you, First Lady, Fatima Bio. And finally to the Speaker of the Parliament of Sierra Leone. Una not put Sierra Leone on the wrong side of history. Una not put Sierra Leone in image down na the international world. There are people watching to see what the Sierra Leone government is going to do as far as this case is concerned. If una not afraid the mining company, if people they know say they know they play a double standard for go get some benefit from the company and where the company do bad, when are they afraid for tell them waiting for do because of the personal benefits the owner they get. This then they bring this conflict of interest. Then they make authorities and afraid for take action. If somebody where they do you bad, they do bad to the nation, but they privately do good to individual people then individual people that were supposed for take action, then they go get special benefits. Well, it will become difficult for let justice prevail. And for make I done this broadcast here, so that historical injustice where President Mada Bio pronounced na Kono district, it tell the Kono people they say, Kono matters to them. And it tell them say, it promised them in broad daylight for say it will stop that injustice day. Yes, time is still on our side. And President Mada Bio, Kono News Network, they send this message to you. We know say you not take any action yet. We na a vivid action we all man go see. But we still believe say wetin you talk for say Kono matters to you, we still believe say you hold that word to the highest esteem. And indeed, you go work together with the parliament. You go work together with all them 5 layers that we are done name. Say we so, the Minister of Labor, we don't report to you, the Vice President, the Inspector General, the First Lady, when a UF, and finally, we come to the Speaker of the Parliament. We they expect you for let you play that role there. The position where they give you na the United Nations. That position there na a position where they show say you get some form of transparency, you get some form of good governance, you get some form of some characteristics, values, principles wey dey reflect that kind position dey. So if you are in the Security Council talking on behalf of other parts of the world, your country dey in the same scenario. Let's see what you can do. This na David Gbongbo. I dey count una from Corner News Network. Please, una subscribe, una wey not subscribe yet. Una make comment, una wey don already subscribe, and una like and share. The count to the end of this broadcast, I believe say we go get an answer someday, somehow. Thank you very much for listening, and good night to all of you.